I could be mistaken. They're using a very primitive dialect, but I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
Greetings. Welcome to episode 66. This is container 27, part 1. We have gone through all of the smaller size containers, and we are now on our first big container. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a picture of what the first 26 containers look like, the size compared to, I believe I have 11 this size, and they contain a lot more than the previous 26 individually. But before we get started, I need to clarify something. The handy gear, which is an accessory that I showed you that you put your game gear, it opens like a clamshell, you put your game gear in, you snap it all closed, and I said that I thought it was waterproof. Well, I found one online. It's made by Joy Plus, called the Handy Gear, and it does in fact claim that it is water resistant. So that was bothering me because I couldn't remember for sure if they claimed it was water resistant, and they do. So technically, you could put your game gear in a handy gear and do all the snaps, buckles, and clasps, and it would be watertight. I would never test it, but that's the claim that they made. Also, before we get into this, I bought something that I did not have in my collection yet, which came in this box. So I'm going to open it and show you. It's nothing hugely exciting, but it is something that when I saw it, I said, I don't own that. And it is by ALS. It is the Game System Carrying Case for Sega Game Gear Color Portable Video Game System. Carries your game gear and accessories. ALS 20. Stores and protects Game Gear Color Portable Video Game System. 8 game cartridges. Rechargeable battery pack. 12 AA batteries. AC adapter. Earphones. Gear-to-gear cable. Instruction booklets. Also holds the new Sega Power Back. Adjustable padded shoulder strap. So yeah. I had never seen this before, and it has the original packaging on it. And I said, I think I need that. So that has been added to my collection. I haven't lowered my position. The containers are just this high. So I took a quick peek, make sure nothing with my address is showing. Or at least on one of my addresses. Ooh, let's start out with a sealed copy of Tom and Jerry the movie. It has a $20 price tag on it. I think at some point I bought several copies of Tom and Jerry sealed. This makes me think of my pal, the real Braveheart. This is Sports Illustrated Championship Football and Baseball, mint in sealed box, case fresh. Back in the day, a seller was selling quite a few of them, and he bought a few, and I bought the rest. And we've discussed this game, and here is another copy. It is from Game a Change. They marked it all the way down to $4.95. A sealed copy of the same game. They just happen to be together in this container. I believe I have 8 or so of copies of this game sealed. At the time, I just thought I needed them. We have Shining Force, an RPG game. The Sword of Haya. A past client of mine in subsequent sessions played this game from start to finish and was so excited when he got to the end screen, which is like a little movie, credits rolling, different music and stuff. He was very excited. And I was excited because there's no way that I was going to play it to that degree, but he loved the RPG type games. I wrapped this one extra careful. This is a mint sealed copy of F-15 Strike Eagle. Which I did not realize that I had brand new sealed. I don't know if I've shown this game sealed already in a previous video or not, but there it is. And while we're at it, we'll just show an open copy, complete in box, but the same game. This game probably was purchased first, and then I was able to find a sealed copy, so I was pretty excited about that, I'm sure. But some collectors will sell off, keep their best copy in their collection and sell off the extras. I am a collector with a problem, and I didn't do that, or I have not done that. I just hold on to everything Sega Game Gear related. Here we go. Here's another Tom and Jerry sealed. $20 price tag on the back. Okay. Don't need to show that one for too long since we already saw it. Looks like I took the time to individually bubble wrap these. This is a sealed copy of Echo the Dolphin. A one-player game, quite challenging. Let's take a look and see what's in here. Ooh, this is Prince of Persia, but somebody took scissors and cut the hang tab off. It's complete, it's got the instructions and it's got the game, but the box someone has tainted forever. I don't understand the reason why you'd cut the hang tab off of a box. I don't get it. It's not like they would stack better or store better. I think people are just really fucking stupid and flagrant in their actions. Here we have a mint sealed copy of Dynamite Heady. Did not know I owned that. One player. A US release. This copy. Sega's newest headliner goes off his rocker to thwart the Dark Demon. that doesn't make you want to buy it, nothing's going to. We have Krusty's Funhouse featuring The Simpsons, brought to us by our pals at Flying Edge. They made decent games, side-scroller games. Complete in the box, one player. Of all the Simpson characters, I think Krusty is probably one of my favorites. I just like how worn out and crude he is about everything. This is a complete in-box Mortal Kombat 2. The game is loose in there, so I need to put a clamshell on it, but I have plenty of spares, so I'll put the game in a protective box and bring it all together to have a fully complete in-box copy of this. But this is a fairly common game. That was part 2. Same story with Mortal Kombat. It's complete in box, but the game cartridge needs a protective clear box. Clear-ish box. So I'll pop the game inside one of the little plastic cases, and this game will be good to go as far as complete in box into a protective UV rated plastic storage box, of which I have bought many of those protective boxes. This is a sealed copy, except it has a previously played sticker on the front. So this was previously played, and whatever store decided to sell this, they resealed it themselves. The Sega Sports World Series Baseball. So I would not classify that as brand new in the box. It's complete in the box, but it has been played. So if I were to ever sell it, I would definitely make that distinction to whoever might be interested in buying it, because I'm not shady like that. Plenty of people are, but I'm not. This hang tab it's unpunched. It's VR Troopers, and it is sealed, shrink wrapped, but again it has the previously played sticker on it. It's the European box. But I probably bought it because the hang tab was unpunched. So if I were to sell this, I would probably take the shrink wrap off and verify the contents, make sure the game works, make sure the instruction booklet is in good condition, make sure the inner tray card is good before I would sell it. Because I wouldn't want to sell it to somebody like just as it is now, and then they get it and they're like, hey, this doesn't even play, because that would not be cool of me. Here we have a brand new sealed Chuck Rock. Can't beat Chuck Rock. And then there was part 2, Son of Chuck, which I don't know if I've shown yet or not. This being episode 66, I have lost track of things I've shown and have not shown in videos. I've documented it all, taken pictures of everything, but I'd actually have to go through my phone and look each container has its own folder in my phone. So if I were to go to container 6, I would know exactly what's in the container without ever having to open the lid, which is something that I wanted to do for years and years and years, and making these videos has forced me to do, which is good. Land of Illusions, starring Mickey Mouse. This corner is bent up, a bit banged up, but it is complete in the box. So the box is not 100%, but then again, doesn't look like it's been dragged behind a car. I typically don't buy games that look completely destroyed. Even if they're rare, they have to have some credibility to the box. Here's another one. It was marked $40, then $20, and on the bottom it says $10. And it's another Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry's Zippy Escapades Go Portable. So I think that's 3 copies now. Yep. Let's go up top here. I see some Japanese games. I'll save that for part 2. Here we have Sega Sports World Series Baseball, complete in box. The first copy I showed you was shrink wrapped, but it was previously played. So this would just be complete in box. And it features the ability of 1 or 2 players, and you can use the gear-to-gear cable with this game. We have Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And it even says puzzle game at the top in the corner. 1 or 2 players. It's a lot like Columns for the Sega Game Gear. So if you've played Columns or that other game on that other system that's very similar to Columns, it's like that. Let's do 5 more, because these containers are deep and I'm not going to do a whole container per video. This is by Namco, Miss Pac-Man, and this is the original release. This is not the Majesco re-release. So this is the original version that came out way before Majesco was even thought about, or brokered a deal to re-release the Game Gear and a few games. We have Gearworks. This game I know that I've shown. This is just another copy complete in box. Because why not? Why not have several copies of each game? Someday when I sell my collection, someone is going to say, why do you have 9 copies of this game sealed? Why do you have 10 copies of this game sealed? Why do you have 13 copies of this one game? And I'll say, because I was chasing the ultimate one. This is shrink wrapped. This shrink wrapped has torn. You can see that. But it's still sealed at the top. It is Bubble Bobble. I believe the company is Taito. 1994. 1 or 2 players. And it also supports the gear-to-gear cable. So you can use the gear-to-gear cable to hook up to another Game Gear system and play against someone else who has the same game. And it's Dynamite, it says on the back of the box. We have Bust a Move. This popular puzzler will have you busting for more. I think that's out of focus, but I'll put a picture in the corner so that you can see more clearly. I don't know why that doesn't want to focus on this particular one. 1 or 2 players, supports gear-to-gear cable, and rated kids to adults. And we'll do one more. This is a good one to end with. This is a sealed copy, brand new, made by Game Tech, of Pinball Dreams. Bumper-to-bumper action. Pinball Dreams I've watched over the years has been not a huge pricey game, but it sells for more than your average like Mortal Kombat game and things like that. Maybe it's a little bit more rare and obscure, but not super rare. So yeah. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 25 games. And I want to make sure that the editing time is within reason. There's a whole lot more to go through in this container 27. So there'll be probably part 2 and 3 for this particular container. So while I look tiny now because the containers are higher, I hope life is treating you well, and I will be back in 1 week for episode 67, container 27, part 2. So until we meet again, please be well.
It's very hard to be a mother of 3. They run around everywhere.